The bright lights and bells of gaming machines. Perhaps you've seen them popping up lately at your local convenience store. Gambling is illegal in the Show Me state other than casinos, but a legal loophole is allowing those machines to go unchecked.
Chief investigative reporter Lauren Traeger is going in depth tonight as the legal battle over these games boils and what they're costing you.
The grass and his tractor. That's the only green Ronald Foreman sees these days.
I had a $150,000 cash in October, and by December, I was broke.
It's no different than any other addiction. It's like a drug for him.
Ron's longtime girlfriend, Vicki Young, a while back started getting suspicious.
He would come up with any excuse in the world to run down the road, and he'd hit the gas station real quick.
As his behavior changed, he wasn't picking up the phone or disappearing altogether. So she tracked him through GPS.
He would hit gas stations 15, 20 times a day. It was just heartbreaking.
Ronald's gambling addiction kicked in 2004, was back and big time, staring him in the face at every gas station near their home in Bonne Terre.
It's there on every corner. I don't know, it's crazy.
In a matter of months recently, Ron slipped their entire savings into gas station machines.
It's like every hope and dream you have is just gone, and my trust is gone.
But what they can't understand, why the machines are allowed to exist at all.
It's plain illegal, man. It's horrible.
But whether they are in fact illegal is the subject of a debate heating up in Missouri, with many people waiting for the courts or the legislature to weigh in. Gaming machines in Illinois are legal, but across the river in the Show Me state, it all depends on who you ask.
The law is very clear in Missouri. They are illegal.
Mark Ellinger, an attorney for the Missouri Gaming Association, says only 13 casinos are legally allowed to operate what are called games of chance. And those casinos are heavily regulated and taxed.
If you go to a casino, anyone does, and they gamble in a casino, 20% of the revenue goes straight to education. Every time you walk in a casino has to pay $2. $1 goes to the local city and $1 goes to veterans.
Violators of Missouri's gambling laws face fines and jail time. But in recent years, games that look a lot like slot machines have appeared all over Missouri. Gaming machines like those in gas stations, Ellinger says, have zero oversight. A lawsuit filed against one of the operators even appears to show pictures of children playing.
And there's no restriction, there's no regulation. So they can pop up anywhere they want, and they can appeal to anybody they feel like appealing to.
Without having to contribute like casinos do, the profits, he says, pour in.
It's a stunning amount of money that's going into these folks' pockets.
Why are they proliferating then? Why are they just sort of being allowed to exist in our state?
I think the reason that you're seeing them everywhere is because there's so much money they're able to make off of these. They're willing to take the chance to do something that's clearly illegal because the payoff is so much money in the short term.
The Highway Patrol has investigated complaints of gaming machines, 239 complaints in 2022 and more than 240 so far this year, referring to prosecutors' possible charges in 190 cases in the last 2 years.
This is a situation where the local prosecutors really control the keys to the courthouse.
But only one known case has ever been prosecuted, infamously ending in the machines being smashed to bits. Why no one else has been prosecuted, Ellinger says, is thanks to significant political influence. One of the region's biggest operators, Torch Electronics, is headquartered at this home in Wildwood. The company has made campaign donations to various Missouri PACs to the tune of thousands of dollars, even donations to the governor himself.
I can't tell you if it's an actual factor. I can tell you that they're not spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on campaign contributions not to get some type of benefit off of it.
Have you been lobbied by Torch or by any of these operators?
No.
We took the question of influence straight to St. Louis County Prosecutor Wesley Bell, who says actual prosecutions on this would not be an easy windfall.
You see a different area of the law?
What we're saying is I don't think that I should have to take a guess
The legislature or the courts, he says, must step in.
I don't have a dog in this fight.
Unclear to him whether or not the games are legal.
It's really simple. We need clarity. And if we get clarity, we're going to follow the law.
Our machines are completely legal.
And that's because Torch Representative Greg Keller says their machines aren't gambling games at all. A component of their machines, he says, allows the player a way to know whether or not they will win on the next play. First Alert 4 hasn't been able to verify that, though. Our attorneys advised us not to give them a try, given the question about their legality. And the operator wasn't able to show us how they work in time for this story. Still, Keller emphasizes there is a difference.
That's really the rub here, is that our machines are neither games of skill nor games of chance.
Feels a lot like a slot machine. Is it actually a slot machine?
And all you can do is go back to the letter of the law.
A law, he says, that allows for their amusement devices. It's big money interests like the casinos, he says, that is targeting them.
The casinos have decided that our machines are cutting into their margins. And so they've gone ahead and they've got politicians in Jefferson City to start a whole bunch of bills. They're taking us to court. They're trying to get our completely legal games off the market for no other reason than they see it as a competitive disadvantage to themselves.
Has Torch found a legal loophole that they can exploit, or is that just entrepreneurship and capitalism?
I think it's entrepreneurship and capitalism. I mean, we have proprietary machines that are different from everyone else's machines on the market.
Just this month, a judge in Cole County dismissed Torch's lawsuit against the Highway Patrol that many had hoped would decide once and for all what these machines really are, leaving their very existence, some say, still in the gray.
It's point blank, it's gambling. It's clearly gambling. People are losing everything they have.
But it's a legal battle that makes little difference to Ronald and Vicky. He kept playing, feeding in hundreds of thousands.
I need my money back, so of course I'm gonna win my money back.
And with no end in sight.
The state of Missouri is supposed to protect the citizens from places like that as well, and none of that being enforced. It's not right.
Missouri certainly isn't the only state dealing with this. A recent report by the American Gaming Association estimates that 40% of the country's gaming machines outside of casinos are illegal, resulting in a loss of nearly $13 billion in tax revenue, they say, nationwide. Now, we wanted to go straight to the top and ask about this, but Governor Mike Parson's office declined to comment. So for now, in Missouri, it is anyone's wager which way it will all come down, but we'll certainly continue to track it. I'm Lauren Traeger, First Alert 4 Investigates.